Late in 2013, new impoundment legislation was introduced, creating Type 1 and Type 2 offences. Type 2 offences first include relatively minor matters such as driving unlicensed or driving unregistered and uninsured. If that happens on a one-off over a 5-year period, there's no form of impoundment. But if it happens twice, or if, for example, you drove unlicensed and then 2 or 3 years later had a high-range drink driving charge, then as a second offence, your vehicle is impounded for a week. The plates will be taken off. But if it happened a third time within a 5-year period, and it doesn't have to be the same offence reoccurring, it can be any one of a group of offences, and as I said, that group includes unlicensed driving, even unlicensed simpliciter, unregistered, uninsured, high-range drink driving, a high-speed offence. It may only be a one-off situation, but if any of those offences have occurred before, once you get to the third conviction within 5 years, your vehicle is impounded for 90 days. More concerning are Type 1 offences. They're deemed to be more serious. They, in effect, are the speed racing type offences: speed trial, road race, a burnout. But what's most important here is what actually is a burnout. It has to be a sustained loss of traction. It can't just be a quick squeal of the wheels. But if someone is charged with making unnecessary noise and smoke, allegedly amounting to a burnout, then automatically and immediately, even before the matter is determined by the court, the car is confiscated for 90 days. Now, if someone goes to court and doesn't contest that, and it ever happens again, and as I said, it all comes down to the definition of burnout and how sustained that loss of traction actually is. But if over a period of time, 2 or 3 years later, there was a further charge, then it's forfeiture of the vehicle. So it's very important to take clear advice and determine whether or not what you've done, and you may knowingly admit to willfully making unnecessary noise and smoke, but a careful reading of the legislation makes it clear that that's not necessarily a burnout, that's not necessarily a speed trial or a road race, and you may not actually be liable to face those impoundment periods if you look at the matter properly and have it dealt with properly by the court.